Political observers rather claims responsibility of killing separatists and not civilians. He states it clearly that it was based on the information received from the population that the military stormed the area to carry out a preventive raid on the positions of terrorist groups. The document claims it was separatists who opened fire first and the military had to retaliate, and in the process some terrorists were neutralized. Others escaped, though with wounds and ammunition recovered. But the documents fail to mention civilians killed in the operation and insists the raid continue. But political observers and social critics want government to go beyond the communique and shed light in the incident, just like in Gabo. Many continue to question how long such gruesome killings will continue, especially as Kumba massacre is still fresh in their memories.
And the first few days of the year 2021 have been characterized by dramatic scenes of violence in some parts of the northwest and southwest regions of Cameroon, from the attack on the SDO's convoy in Momo division that left at least 6 dead. The attack in Matazem Sale in the northwest region of Cameroon, leaving at least 5 dead, to the attack in Ekondo Titi. Additionally, the carnage in Mautu. Human rights activists are calling for an end to violence. They are equally calling on friendly nations to intervene and put an end to the ongoing crisis in the northwest and southwest regions of the country. Earlier on, we caught up with some human rights defenders, and here's what they had to say.
Hostilities are rising sharply in the Anglophone regions of Cameroon. We've had 4 major violent incidents between the 6th and the 10th of January 2021. The attacks between Bengue and Andek, the attack at Matazem, in Ekondo Titi in Mautu, very deadly attacks that we've had in the beginning of 2021. It is telling that the crisis is far from over. It is time to start an inclusive peace process to end Cameroon's worsening separatist conflict. I think it is no longer a secret that the parties in the separatist conflict in northwest and southwest regions need international help to start a peace process, because if the government and separatists were able to end the dispute, they would have done so already.
But the beginning of every conflict resolution is to end fighting, respect a ceasefire, and be able to talk. Our country has so many friends. The non-state armed groups have many friends, those people supporting them. They can put some advice on how to go about this thing than targeting innocent people, civilians, women and children. We are tired, and that's why last time in Kumba we said enough is enough. And we said enough is enough. How enough will be the enough killings which are going on? Look at what happened in Bengue. Look at what happened in Matazem. Look at what happened in Ekondo Titi. Look at what happened in Tinto. And look at what just happened in Mauto. Is that what we really want?
And in one of our top stories in this newscast, we'll now take you to a Bolova, south region of the country, where the Finance Minister Luis Paul Motaze is launching the 2021 budget. The minister has highlighted that apart from projects that will be carried out across the national territory, the 2021 state budget will equally help to boost pharmaceutical companies and equally local agricultural production. Our reporter Hyson Chia and Serge Alenzebu are live for us in the Bolova. Hello, Hyson.
Hello, Regina. Hello, Charles, and welcome to Ebolova, chief town of the South region, where the launching of the state's budget for the year 2021 is ongoing. A budget which stands at 4,865 billion as voted by the two houses of assembly last November. The Minister of Finance, Luis Paul Motaze, has just given his opening speech. The over 4,000 billions, which we know shall be subdivided into the various sectors of the economy. And the Minister of Finance had put a cap on some renovative projects of the country. Likewise, the new projects that will be starting in the year 2021. And of course, the preliminary program which started yesterday, all mobilizations have been put in place, all security dispositions taken by the governor of the South region, Felix Ngelengele. Live from the chief town of the South region, Serge Alain Ziebu, Hyacin Chia, and Ambroise Fogger. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Hyacin Chia. Now, employees of the China Railway Engineering Company, CREC, in Banganti, in the Day Division of the West Region, have decided to put down their tools, demanding for better working conditions. It is reported what led to the decision is abusive dismissal of one of their workers. And they say unless their working conditions are improved, they won't go back to work. This report with you, Gladys Ambotiba.
This is the letter that is said to have provoked workers of China Railway Engineering Corporation, GREC, to go on strike to protest against poor working conditions, maltreatment, unpaid salaries, and abusive sackings. They halted activities since Friday when Celestin Hervé Awunja was served this letter. I was working and suddenly parts of the earth collapsed and I fell with the machine. The next day, when I arrived at the office to demand management of the company if I could be taken to hospital, I was rather served a query letter and told to come back by 1 p.m. At that hour, I was handed a dismissal letter. I got on my nerves and demanded for an immediate payment of my rights. This company, based in Funtap, Banganti, in the Division West Region of Cameroon, since 2018, to rehabilitate the Yaoundé-Bafoussam-Babadjou road, disregards its workers' safety. We are demanding our rights and protesting against abusive sackings, the non-application of the collective convention for workers, and the non-classification of employees. We are considered here as slaves. We are revendicating against our categorization. Some workers have been here for 2 years and more, yet we are placed on the same category like those who have spent just few months. Each time we have to protest for management to react. Not having a staff representative, the workers believe their rights have been abandoned by the workplace safety representative. The workers have plans to continue the strike action until solutions to their grievances are met.
Parlons maintenant culture et allons à Bangwa, dans le département du Ndé, région de l'Ouest Cameroun, où la culture agonise, prise dans les taux de la modernité qui porte parfois atteinte à ses valeurs par le biais des habitudes décriées par le roi. Réunis dans la cour royale, les enfants de cette communauté traditionnelle proposent des esquisses de solutions afin de redonner à leurs us et coutumes toute sa beauté d'antan. Samuel Barra, Joseph Chopo pour les précisions.
Comme un signe de renaissance, d'une naissance à califourchon entre deux ères. Une culture ballottée par le vent impétueux de la modernité. Le peuple bangois réuni dans la cour royale scrute l'horizon de ses propres tares afin de les corriger.
J'ai vu certaines personnes prendre le tissu traditionnel, notre drapeau, appelé juste à poser les pieds sur ça.
Les reines aux couleurs bigarrées, les notables et les chefs des 3 degrés officiels font allégeance à leurs ancêtres. Ce moment solennel impose une introspection.
Il y a certains qui prennent notre culture à la légère et font du n'importe quoi et ils décrient cela. Par exemple, un notable n'a pas le droit de vendre une parcelle de la concession patrimoniale.
Il faut donc éviter cette rupture. Il n'y avait pas mieux qu'un chef pour poser les jalons, les bases de cette culture bangwa qui se mourait.
Le roi dans ses attributs procède à un rituel millénaire. Le naturel et le surnaturel convoqués, l'avenir des générations en dépend.
L'arbre de la paix également, c'est pour implorer la paix dans le royaume et prier les dieux de Bangwa qu'ils fasse prospérer les activités des fils et filles bangwa.
Originaire du département du Ndé, à l'ouest du Cameroun, ce peuple jalouse sa tradition, qu'elle demeure l'idéal pérenne. Pas étonnant que le strict respect de ses us et coutumes soit le fondement premier qui lui impose la communion avec les autres entités.
And we now talk sports. In this newscast, there would be no online sales of tickets for the African Nations Championship, the CHAN 2020. The sales officially began on Monday, and 4 towns in Cameroon have been selected, notably Douala, Yaoundé, Boya, and Limbe. The president of the Sales CHAN Ticket Commission, Eric Binfon, says the decision is to avoid problems that erupted during the 2019 AFCON sale of tickets. This report with you, Beatrice Ngamo.
Cameroon's Transport Minister Ernest Masina Ngale Bibeher has assured all attendees who will be streaming into Cameroon via the Douala International Airport for the African Championship competition that the Douala International Airport is the safest airport now in Africa. The Cameroon Transport Boards made the declaration in Douala on January 11, 2021 during an inspection tour around airport installations. With just 6 days to go for the African Championship competition to flag off, the Transport Department, which is one of the major sectors of the competition, has been given final touches. Minister Ngale Bibeher equally stopped over at the City Council for a briefing with City Council officials on how ready they are with urban transportation. The marathon visit equally jettisoned the minister to the Japoma Sports Complex to grapple with traveling choices.
That was what I report done for us by Kejang Henry Atembe on the visit of Transport Minister Ernest Masina Ngale Bibeher to Douala to inspect some road infrastructure network ahead of the CHAN 2020. Let's now come back to this other announcement still related to the CHAN competition, where there would be no online sale of tickets. 4 towns have been selected for the sale of tickets, notably Yaoundé, Limbe, Boya and Douala. More on this report with Beatrice Ngamo.
Tickets for the 2020 African Nations Championship are now available in 4 series in Cameroon: Yaoundé, Douala, Limbe, and in Boya. And sale, according to the Minister of Sports and Physical Education, begins January 11th. In the nation's capital, Yaoundé, 7 series points are available for the population. Monday, most were still to receive their package, as distribution exercise was ongoing, according to the Ticketing Commission. This year, surprisingly, there is no online buying of tickets, despite the fact that we are in the information and communication age, and especially also in this COVID-19 context.
Lors de la CAN,
during the 2019 CAN in Cairo, Egypt, we had a lot of little problems with online sales of tickets and others. So we prefer to do it as always for Cameroonians to easily acquire their tickets. A choice by the Ticketing Commission, which they sold to the President of COCAN, Minister of Sports and Physical Education, to stop online sales. Opinions to the upcoming competition still varied, some less concerned. Others claim the lack of innovation and no challenge among many. Same varied feelings, some few days to the kickoff of the Total CHAN 2020. But the time is now, as the African Nations Championship is here in Cameroon.
And well, it's on that sports note that we've come to the end of this edition of the Bilingual News on Canal International. Thank you so much for watching. We wish you a blessed day, and we hope you spend the day in the company of programs of Canal International. Good afternoon, Rebecca.
Bon après-midi, Regina. Mesdames et messieurs, avant de vous quitter, je vous propose cette leçon tirée d'un proverbe français: de fortune et de santé, il ne faut jamais se vanter. Au revoir.
Souvent de MTN.